Hello to you all, and welcome to my new episode of being successful through the coronavirus shutdown. I wanted to end the series of how to survive the coronavirus in the Gambia, and I want to be more proactive and productive. I want to show people that during the lockdown it's not going to be something of a disadvantage, but you can use that time to learn, to be a better person and to be a better individual. And by the time we over this, you'll be a better person, you'll be more successful, and you can do more and more of what you're capable of doing. So I wanted to start a new series where I'm just trying to help people be successful, have the successful mindset, and then teach also. It's going to be a little bit more educative, teach on what I really do, which is, helping develop businesses and helping develop individuals. Okay. So today I want to talk about, an important topic. It's about knowing yourself. It's a big, deep mystery that during people do very crazy things in order to find themselves. Sometimes you ask yourself, who am I? Who am I? Where am I from? What am I doing here? You have all these questions. So today I wanted to give you a theory or a way of knowing, how you can know yourself, how you can know who you are as a person, because knowing who you are as a person is, I think, is one of the most important things you have to know in your life if you want to move forward, or if you want to be successful, or anything you want to do. But actually just try to know yourself. I put down a couple of slides just to show you how you will be able to do that. Okay, so it's called the self-assessment program. I called it that. I just do whatever I want to do. That's just me. Self-assessment program. And this self-assessment program is going to be about, knowing yourself. How are you going to know yourself? So in this time, you're going to get out of yourself, and then you're going to start watching yourself. So now you're going to be your own movie. Okay? So you start being your own movie, and you start looking at yourself, the way you act, the way you talk, the way you feel, the way you react to things, being more in touch with who you really are, how you act, how you interact with people. You have to start looking at yourself. Start looking at yourself in the mirror. Look at yourself. And also, you have to start being aware of your insecurities. Everybody has your own different insecurities. I could be ugly, I feel like I'm too black. Some people are saying I'm too black. They can only see my teeth. That could be my insecurity. It could be my feet. Some people, they need bigger breasts. Some people, their heads are too big, their ears are too big. Look at these insecurities you have and be aware of them. It's good to be aware of them, so, you can better understand who you are as a person and what makes you down and what keeps you down, etc., etc. So, and also, in the journey of finding yourself, you have to use what they call the Oxford Dictionary. Okay, I call it that. In a way that, when you open the Oxford Dictionary, a spade is a spade. When they define a word there, if your actions are in correlation to that definition, then you are that definition. If you're a cheater means somebody who actually, lies to take advantage of somebody. So it's not only being a cheater means like cheating on your girlfriend, brother, sister. It means cheating on your, you're cheating somebody. You're lying to somebody to gain advantage, either power or money or sex or whatever the case is. You're cheating. So we have a lot of people that are not using this correct definition to define their actions. What they do is they create their own definition of their actions, and that is really dangerous, because you have to see yourself the way that you are, and you cannot see yourself the way that you are if you keep, making your own definitions of, your own actions. You know, you have to call a spade a spade. A liar is a lie. You know, if you're sinning, you're actually sinning. You know, I mean, call a spade a spade. You know, another thing you have to be aware of also to know yourself is your emotions. You know, I mean, sometimes you're hot, sometimes you're cold. You know, your emotions, how they're messing around with you, how they're playing with you, how, you know, who triggers them, what triggers your emotions. And, you know, I mean, in knowing your emotions, you become more emotionally intelligent. I mean, apart from IQ, you know, they think that, you know, there's only IQ, there's also EQ. You know, and EQ, you know, the emotional intelligence, I think later on I'll put videos about it. You know, I mean, it's being able to control your emotions. And if you don't know how to control your emotions, then your emotions run rampant. You know, and then that's very dangerous for a human being that doesn't know how to control their emotions. I mean, you know, this notion of going to jail for rape, for all of these things, I think is mostly down into somebody being able to control your emotions, you know. I mean, you know, deep psychology. I mean, okay, to try and digress from that, okay? So, know your emotions. Be aware of your emotions, what triggers them, what happens. You know, and then another thing is you have to be aware of your dark side. You know, everybody got, believe it or not, everybody got bones in the closet. Everybody is nasty. That is true, because if you know yourself, you know that you're nasty. You must be, something is there. It's either you like some kinky person, or, you know, like you some weirdo, or there's something inside of you that anytime it comes out, you hate it so much. But I mean, it's part of you. So you have to know what that is. You have to understand that, because, you know, you cannot run away from yourself. That's what Lucky Dube said. Because what you're running away from is part of you. How can you run away from yourself? So accepting this dark side of yourself is very important, and understanding it that it's there and it's you and you cannot run away from it. That's the first thing, you know, to dealing with the problem, you know, of that dark side you have. You know, but I mean, some people think in that dark side, even, I even feel it, you know, the part of you that you're so afraid of to show, that is where your talent most likely is. That's where your creativity is. That's where your power is. You know, because you're forcing it down, but you know, you don't understand that eventually you're going to have to let it out and you have to tame it. Because if not, it's going to come out sometimes where you don't want it to come out, and then it's going to ruin you. So you have to learn how to tame the lion in you, that lion you have in a cage. I mean, so, you know, once you do all of this, judge it by your faith. You know, if you're a Muslim, if you're a Christian, you know, judge yourself. Learn to judge yourself. This is going to be perhaps the hardest thing, but you have to learn to judge yourself with regards to what you believe in. You know, if you're a Muslim, believe in, I'm not supposed to lie, I'm not supposed to backbite. A backbiter is somebody who talks behind somebody else. So if you are somebody who talks bad behind somebody, you're a backbiter. You know, if you're real, that's being real. People think that being real, he's a real nigga. No. Being real means being truthful to yourself. That is real. So, the steps of getting there, having to, you know, analyze yourself and then see yourself. Just the steps. You know, watch yourself truthfully. You know, if you're watching yourself truthfully and you're judging yourself truthfully, then, you know, you look at the elephants in the room. Some people, they have some crazy things happening around them, and they don't want to believe that these things are happening around them. They just keep watching it every day, watching it, and then that thing keeps growing and growing and growing and growing. So you're not really truthful to yourself. Let it truthful, let it out. Let there be light into it. Let there be light in darkness. That means in darkness, where it is dark in you, let there be light. Let there be light there, so you can see. You know, you can be clear to you. Know you. See everything around you, your mother, your father, your wife, your brother. How do they affect you? How do they affect your emotions? How do the things that you see or do affect your emotions? How are these things interacting with you? What is triggering what feeling? If you see a woman, what type of woman triggers your feeling? What type of movie triggers your stimulation? What type of work do you do? You know, this is how you even get to find your talent. You know, people say, what am I good at? What is my purpose? You know, I mean, but deeply understanding yourself and watching yourself, you can find what really makes you happy. It's through this. I mean, and own it. It's you. I mean, if you're dirty, if you're, sex addict, or if you're drunkard, or whatever time you think you find inside there, man, that's you. Own it. It's you. We all went through it. We all bad. We all in bad in some way. We all dark in somewhere. But we have to accept it. Own it. Make it yours. You look at yourself in the mirror. Now you look at yourself at the mirror and you're not afraid. This is who I am. World, get ready. This is who I am. I'm not going to fake it. It's who I am. I'm going to own it. And the last thing you have to do, my brother and sister out there, forgive yourself. Man, I'll tell you, I've done so many crazy things in my life. So much so for that every time I think about any one of those things, I'm like, oh my God, what did I do this? Oh my God, I keep saying that, but at the end of the day, I have to own up to it. And I just say to myself, you know what, Baukar, I forgive you. I forgive you. I know you did it, but I forgive you. And I feel much better. Because I know that I can't cry over spilled milk. So the healing process starts to happen because I'm now seeing these things in myself, and I'm forgiving myself, and I'm accepting myself, and I'm slowly letting go. And by slowly letting go of these things that I know that are not good for me, I'm becoming a better human being. I'm becoming a better version of myself because I know myself now, so I'm being able to change myself the way that I want to see myself. So you see how amazing it is. Self-knowledge is amazing. And one of the greatest things about self-knowledge is, if you're truthful to yourself, you're totally truthful to God. Let me tell you why. You have no barriers between you and God anymore. Why? Because, God, you cannot hide anything from God. God is everywhere. He sees everything. He's trying to tell you in the books that what you're thinking of in your head, in your mind, and what you're feeling in your heart, I know it. I see it. I know everything. It's very funny for me when people hide and they do bad things and then they come out to the world, I'm a good person. It's funny. You don't understand God. That is the basic understanding of God. And what God hates here is hypocrites. And a true hypocrite, to me, and then you can even think about it here, is somebody who lies to themselves. Somebody who lies to themselves, not to others, but to themselves. They cannot face the mirror. They cannot know who they are, so they lie to themselves. They do something bad, and they say, they make an excuse of it. They're not calling a spade a spade. That's a liar, and that is a hypocrite. And I think that's what God hates the most. If you are a hypocrite and you don't understand, the thing is, I think people want to be angels. They don't want to be humans. People who lack the understanding of what a human being is wouldn't be running away so much from their sin. Because you expected to sin. You're a human being, for God's sake. God expects you to accept it though. But don't hide, be two-faced. You two-faced in yourself, but you cannot two-face God. How can you two-face God? You're just fooling yourself. Then, my friend, if you are truthful to yourself, then you will be clean before God. Then why? Why would you be clean before God? Why am I saying this? It's because then, when you ask for forgiveness, you ask for honest forgiveness. If I fornicated yesterday, I won't lie to myself that I did not fornicate. I'll say that, okay, God, I fornicated. I'm sorry. Because I'm honest. I know it's true. Okay, if I lie, I'll be like, God, I know I lied. So I make honest prayers for forgiveness. So because I'm making honest prayers for forgiveness, if I do wrong, all my wrongs will be forgiven, sir, if I ask it. Because I know that I did wrong. I'm calling it, I'll do honest prayers. My prayers will no longer be judged by insecurities. I don't know if my prayers are moved by insecurities or are moved by my emotions to want something or to do something. My prayers will be more honest. God, this is what is happening. This and this and this and this. This is what I want. This and this and this is what I need. You will be more honest. God likes honesty. I mean, everybody loves honesty. I mean, you love honesty. I love honesty. So why wouldn't God like honesty? He likes honest people, people that are truthful. That's what we are looking for. I mean, you'll be more humble. If you know yourself, you will be humble. Only people who don't know themselves are not humble. Because if you know yourself, then you know that you have faults. You have mistakes. You're wrong all the time. So you won't be busy judging people. You're bad, you're wrong, because you'll be humble. You'll be humbled by your self-knowledge. And being humbled by it, you know what I mean, you will be more in line with God. You will be able to cleanse your heart. You know, people think cleaning your heart means prayer. No, it's not prayer. Cleaning your heart means being truthful to yourself. So being truthful to yourself, then you will know what is dirty. How can you clean what you don't know what is dirty? Coronavirus, you have to clean it in a certain way. Dirt, you clean it in a certain way. You don't know what is dirty. How can you clean it? So you know the truth. You know what is dirty in your heart. I'm a jealous person. I am a jealous person, you know. God, help me remove the jealousy. I hate my friend. Please, God, let me remove the hate. You're truthful to yourself. You see how you cleanse yourself? You become a better and more effective believer 100%. Like I said, you know, these changes happen slowly. It does not happen overnight. So just make sure that you understand that it's going to be a gradual thing. Let me tell you the advantages of, you know, I mean, being truthful to yourself, okay? I mean, the world is as you see it. So if you see the world in a truthful manner, the world will be true to you also. Okay, let me tell you why. Advantages. Why advantages of being truthful? You know, you'll be successful in anything because you self-assess yourself. You're like, oh, Babkar, you really did bad yesterday. Yesterday you were very lazy yesterday. So, Babkar, you shouldn't have said that. You assess yourself. You become successful. You'll be respected. You'll be honored because you are a rare commodity. People are not truthful to themselves. People are not truthful to others. People are not humble. People are judging other people. So you gain respect and honor from it. You know, I mean, you're a high believer. Believe and you're capable of, you know what you're capable of and what you're not capable of because you self-assessing yourself. So you are high, you know, trust in yourself. You have a high spirit. You have a peace of mind. You have a peace of mind because you know you live in truth. Haq bil haq, salam. That's haq bil haq, truth by truth by truth. And then you are at peace because you don't have to follow up on the lies. You're not lying to yourself. You're not lying to others. You're not lying to God. You can only get peace. You are brave and you are bold because they say actions speak louder than words, but intentions speak louder than actions. If you move by intentions, you are true in your intentions. You are unstoppable because that is where you find God, true intentions. So you are unstoppable. You are disciplined. You are healthy because you'll be able to control your habits. You're truthful about your bad habits, your good habits. You know, you'll eat friendly. I mean, with business-wise, with anything-wise, you'll even see others. You won't even have bad friends anymore. Because you'll know that if this guy is a liar, if you're a truthful person, if somebody lied to you first time, you will not make excuses for that person. Because you'll be like, he's a liar. I'll make a video about that. If somebody lies to you, he's a liar. He's a hypocrite. He's a backbiter. She's a what? You know what I mean? Call a spade a spade. Call a spade a spade. And then, I mean, my last thing is start now. Don't wait. Start now. It's day by day. Every day. It's a lifetime journey to find who you are. But find yourselves. Be yourselves. Love yourselves. Accept yourselves. And forgive yourselves. Then you will be at peace and you will be in line with God. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you're successful and your family is successful and we all make it out of this coronavirus epidemic, pandemic, whatever you call it, and we reach on the other side successful, bold and ready to face the world one more time. Thank you.